Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again. We are live worldwide to give you the best of the best real-time strategy recommendations, the most forgotten, obscure, yet unknown and underrated, undervalued, hidden, forgotten gems for the real-time strategy. Alright. How are you doing? How are you doing? First of all, before we get into the first introduction of the stream, of today's stream, yesterday we lost the final 10 minutes of the stream. The final 10 minutes were not recording, but I've been investigating this issue and it wasn't on my end, just so you know it. I checked the Streamlabs connection tab when I began to spot drops in frames, but it wasn't on my end. So I can assure you that even if one lives in a third world country, my internet connection is working and it's streaming at a proper bit rate and all of that. So it wasn't mine, so it was Twitch's fault this time. If it would have been mine, trust me, I would have been the first to call my internet provider. So don't worry about that. The connection is fine, and apparently it was a temporary issue of Twitch. But anyway, you lost 10 minutes of yesterday's stream, but don't worry again, because we will repeat that final segment of the mission. We'll get straight into the action. For Battle Realms Winter of the Wolf. Alright. With that out of the way, and the second topic I wanted to assess today is that I've been rewatching some streams, and I know it must be boring when I used to deliver my daily message to my disgusting fellow countrymen. That's why I'll only do it once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks. Nobody cares about them. I don't as well. I simply think it's unfair what they are doing. So, again, to my disgusting fellow countrymen from ARG. I will not say the complete country name. You can all guess which is. Brunenger, Marquito Navaja, Coscu, Papo MC, Duende. All of you are a bunch of disgusting, illiterate apes who are unworthy of streaming, of calling yourselves streamers. Second of all, you are unworthy of even touching a true video game because you are ignorant, disgusting panderers and ignorants who unfortunately manipulate people who are even more ignorant than what you are, ignorant enough to watch your stream, unfortunately, and make them, first of all, you make a terrible image of true gamers, of true people who actually care and love for the different gaming genres. First of all. And secondly, you manipulate these ignorants, these swines, these tasteless idiots, so they watch your stupid stream of you doing stupid things which are not related to gaming. They are not related to gaming because you don't care about gaming. That's obvious. Because you don't belong to this gaming industry. Because you don't feel real passion for gaming. You don't feel real passion for gaming. But the worst of it all is the underlying reality of the community you are creating, which is, and this also involves the Spanish-speaking the whole Spanish-speaking gaming community, not only Latin American, which is that the level of knowledge of the Spanish-speaking gaming community is so low. The gaming knowledge is so low, let's call it the gaming knowledge. The knowledge they could have about the gaming industry is so low, so poor, so mediocre. And I worry about it. There's a huge, enormous, a giant gap of knowledge between the English-speaking and the Spanish-speaking gaming communities. And that will have consequences, because if bigger developers, AAA developers, spot that a lot of them, of the members of the Spanish-speaking gaming community, the Spanish gamers, also Latin American gamers, don't have a taste, that they are tasteless in gaming, that they have no idea, they cannot spot the difference between a properly developed game and a shit game, they will spot that and they'll tell the people who actually give them the money, the investors, that their product is not being bought. Simply put, Spanish-speaking gamers don't buy complex games, they don't buy important games, they don't care about the quality of our product. They will tell, the developer will tell to the investors, and then they will simply not produce the game in Spanish for you. For example, I don't care, because as you can see, I consume all of my titles in English. English is the original and native translation and native language for those titles. It's not translated, so I don't have a problem. I'm telling this to all of you as a piece of advice. So, all of you ignorant Spanish-speaking streamers, influencers, whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves, get out of here. If you don't know about the gaming industry, please get the fuck out of here. You don't belong here, because you are causing serious damage to the level of knowledge that community may have. The gap is giant. There's a huge gap between the amount of knowledge that the average English-speaking gamer and the Spanish-speaking gamer have. The Spanish-speaking gamer has no culture. He or she has no real culture in gaming. That's terrible and sad. Alright, I will not waste any more time, gentlemen, with these ignorant pigs, with these ignorant swines, these graceless, illiterate gamers, as I always tell you. Again, remember, what's an illiterate gamer? Someone who is objectively unable to tell the difference between a properly developed game and an unpolished, unfinished product. Remember that Fortnite, for that matter, started out as a beta for a long time, a sort of early access, and it sold, unfortunately, a lot of skins and shit, and because of this ignorance, now we're trapped. We're trapped with a genre, the Battle Royale genre, which is killing the rest of the genres. Just like the MOBA genre killed the real-time strategy genre. And this shouldn't be the current situation. And we are in this situation because gamers haven't been properly educated. Education rules the nation, gentlemen. Everyone is welcome to join the gaming communities. I'm happy for that. but they can't come to the enter the gaming communities and pretend to be experts when they joined it during what, the 8th generation, the 7th generation, when they have no objective way of measuring the quality of a game because they have nothing to compare it to. They have no idea of the different natures of the different gaming genres. They think that twin stick shooters are the same as isometric action RPG games. They think that action RPG games, for just like Dark Souls, are the same as isometric action RPG games. Diablo, yes, trust me, especially the Spanish speaking gaming community. Especially, I know you, maybe you Americans, some of you Europeans don't believe it, but that is the sad truth. There is no culture. There is no culture in gaming. Alright. I'll stop my rant. I hope I someday learn to control myself with those things. Alright, gentlemen. Third topic at hand. Sorry for this long introduction. I know it's boring. I know you are here for the real-time strategy. All of you, thank you for bearing with me. But I present you the new scam called Gartic Phone. Yeah, the game we used to do back in primary school. How can my question and my reflection is, how can that pile of shit be considered a fucking video game? It's such a disgrace, a graceless piece of shit. How can people consider that a video game even? It's incredible. It's incredible how we are rewarding shit developers and punishing true talents. There must be people thinking right now, doesn't matter when you watch this video, who think that Fall Guys is better than Super Mario 64. You understand what I'm telling you? There must be people right now on the earth thinking that Fall Guys is better than Super Mario 64. Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, Conquer Live and Reloaded, Sly Cooper. That's a crime. That's a crime, to say the least. Those people need education in gaming. I'm sorry for this. Educating people is not being a dictator. It's about actually caring about the gaming industry. A lot of developers, a lot of publishers, to be precise, don't care. For example, we have It As, Activision, Blizzard. Activision, Blizzard, remember, they are the same now. Epic Games with Mr. Tim Sweeney, Jim Ryan now leading Sony into the worst PlayStation era I've seen. These executives don't care about the true nature of gaming that I have been describing during some streams. I think I don't want to be boring, but it's so severe that I feel compelled to do so. I feel compelled to do so because it's so unfair that there will be a new generation of gamers who will probably think that Fall Guys invented 3D platforming, the 3D platforming genre. We must prevent that. That's simply not true. Truth is objective. And if we don't care about that, if we consider truth subjective, we fall in what it's actually described as moral relativism. And in moral relativism, the truth doesn't matter. And that's dangerous. Because once the truth doesn't matter, the panderers create their own truth. That's how dictators, that's how ignorance work. They create their own truth. In this case, Fall Guys is the best 3D platforming game of all time. Fortnite is the best third-person shooter of all time because it has more people supporting it than, to say, the first Gears of War. And that's a lie. Why? Because, well, before Gears of War, the original Gears of War, the games were unable to solve the problem of the third-person camera. The only previous game which tried to fix the third-person camera problem was Resident Evil 4. But we can all agree that the gameplay of Resident Evil 4 wasn't as polished as the first Gears of War, even if it was an excellent game for a lot of people. I know a lot of people that also consider it a dishonor to the original trilogy on the first PlayStation, but the game had its perks, let's say. But the camera, previously to Gears of War, there was no third-person action camera. There was simply no third-person action camera. That's why Fortnite, which was coincidentally developed by the same developer, Epic Games, can never, will never, and should never be regarded as a better game than Gears of War. This is a simple truth. It's the same as if we said that Dark Souls is better than The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. No, because previous to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the set targeting system originally on the Nintendo 64, which fixed the camera for all 3D games of all history that came after The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and is present in Dark Souls, was created by The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and not Dark Souls. It's a simple truth. And the fact that some people are unable or will be unable because they weren't educated in the gaming culture, it's plain and simple sad. So, gentlemen, we have the new scam, Gartic phone, whatever it's called, that pile of shit. There we have the new scam played by streamers. They are partly responsible for the level of, I don't know so much. The English-speaking community knows a lot, and I've seen that a lot of them know much more than the streamers that showcase the games. But the Spanish-speaking gaming community is in a dire situation, a tight spot. The level is way too low. But anyway, I do my stream in English, primarily due to that reason. So let's get to it. Let's get to it, gentlemen. Just so you know, there's a new scam in town, Gartic phone, whatever the fuck is called, please try not to support this shit. Try not to support this shit. It's irresponsible and it kills whole genre. It destroys whole gaming genres. Alright, I think that was all that I had to tell you. Yeah, mostly that was. Once again, thanks to the 3 followers of the channel. I appreciate your support for caring, especially about the RTS genre, mostly. Alright. I already said the problem of that we lost the last 10 minutes of yesterday's stream, but it wasn't the problem of my connection, so yeah, I think I have no more messages for today. We resume then Battle Realms Winter of the Wolf, gentlemen. The best real-time strategy, Forgotten Gems, the best of the best here for you. Remember, again, the people who haven't been watching the streams, this game was the first creation of Liquid Entertainment, a veteran RTS studio developer. I think they don't exist anymore, unfortunately. And this was their original work of art, followed on 2001. The expansion Winter of the Wolves that you can see over there was released on 2002. Then 2003, The Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring, which you can check out the full gameplay, including the good campaign, the evil campaign, and extra skirmish examples on the YouTube channel. And then we had Dungeons and Dragons Dragon Shot on 2005, which was the swan song of Liquid Entertainment before sadly disappearing. They did some other games, but they weren't their specialty, just as it isn't my specialty to be a clown and tell stupid jokes, as most of the other streamers do. And so, as you can imagine, their specialty was real-time strategy. They tried with other genres due to the lack of support. We can blame the monopoly that both Age of Empires 2 and StarCraft had or have been creating in this genre. So yeah, mostly this game was for good. You can purchase the Zen edition on Steam, which is this one. I don't know why, again, I said this yesterday, but I'll repeat it in case new people join the stream. I didn't know the game existed up until 2019, so imagine it is a forgotten gem. The Zen edition on the Steam page says early access, but I'm not quite sure why, because the game, as you can see here, it's apparently updated to version 1.56.3. Here you can have, again, hard difficulty, and I had to decrease a bit the game speed because even if it was difficult or whatever, the real problem was that it didn't feel natural at all. So, you can get it on Steam, the Zen edition. I'm showcasing it right now, so even if it says early access, I don't know why it has that tag. So I think the game is finished mostly. Alright, as you can see, we will repeat the last 10 minutes of the stream. Anyway, we hadn't finished yesterday. I didn't finish. And I will keep an eye on the connection this time, because it takes some time to report the the disconnections. So where were we? Alright. This, fortunately, yesterday I saved. And so we'll be able to relive to experience again the assault on the enemy's base. But this time I know where they are located, so first we'll attack their main base. Yesterday I first attacked the northeastern base, which was a secondary base, so this time things will be faster, but you'll have the full sequence of the attack. So we can get straight into action. Remember, in this game there are no hotkeys, no A plus mouse click attack, so I can't attack a zone, because understand, the game is from 2001, even though I think StarCraft had it. And I knew I was forgetting something. Sorry, this is the last time I will say about Gartic phone or whatever the shit that pile of crap is. Today I was reading a list of all the games it was published in a Spanish gaming magazine, just like PC Gamer, online gaming magazines. The news that I read, that I usually read. I read it today, in which they presented a list with they need to recharge their energy before running again. They march to the enemy's secondary base. I'll tell you this regarding that's why I remember the Gartic phone, this new scam. I was reading this article, which listed, if you want, all the great games that were released on 1998, which was presumably the best year of game releases ever. Of course, for me, the best will always be 2004 because of Color 2, as well as 2011 because of Pseudo, but that's personal. So, they were listing all of the great releases of 1998. Baldur's Gate, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, the first Half-Life. By the way, you have the definitive edition, the Black Mesa. Sorry, not the definitive edition, the remake Black Mesa on Steam, which is great, created by fans. And a lot more. Day of Defeat, Thief, the first Thief, tons upon tons of other great games. The first Unreal. They were countless. I want to remember them all. StarCraft, the first StarCraft. And I wonder, how did we fall so much? How did we fall so low? So low that these disgusting illiterate streamers, influencers, whatever they want to be called. How did we end up like this, gentlemen? How did we end up like this? Praising a Gartic phone game. Back in the day, we were praising Baldur's Gate, StarCraft, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, the first Half-Life, Unreal, all of the ones that I saw in that article. Turok 2, I also saw it. How did we end up like this? Praising a Gartic phone game. How did we went from praising those masterpieces to praising Gartic phone game? Fall Guys, Among Us, Valorant, Fortnite, PUBG. How did we end up like this, gentlemen? How did we end up like this? That's what I wanted to tell you. I think it's sad. Terribly sad that we're praising a Gartic phone game, a social interaction game such as Among Us. And I've seen people say or think them. What's that thing? I've seen people boast that they are good at Among Us. Please, gentlemen, please, anyone who is 20 years or older, 15 years even or older, how can they boast that they are pro or expert Among Us players? That would be a shame back in the day, to tell people that your greatest achievement in the gaming world is being good at Among Us. That would have been considered disgusting. Back in the day, do you know what was an achievement? To finish Halo 2 on legendary difficulty. That truly was an achievement. I remember playing back in the 7th generation of gaming consoles, Forza Motorsport 2, with all of these settings on the highest difficulty, without assists, of course, and with the artificial intelligence on highest difficulty, all on highest difficulty, except the fact that I use automatic transmission instead of manual, but the rest was all on highest difficulty. The fuel, the what's it called, the tires were everything on highest difficulty. And it took me a year. I wasn't in college at that time, so there's that. But it took me a year, even so. It took me a year to finish the campaign for Forza Motorsport 2. But once I did, it felt as a great accomplishment. And that feeling will never be present in people that play Among Us. Trust me. Even if a lot of illiterates, ignorance may think, well, it's the same, both things have the same amount of merit, they are both games. Yeah, well, I can tell you that it's a bit, let's ironically say, a bit more difficult to do so. Because when you're playing a social media game, which is Among Us, don't make no mistake, Among Us, Fall Guys, all of that are social media games aimed for social media addicts. Oh, sorry. Give me a sec here. Forgot to turn on performance mode. Anyway, the game is capped at 60 FPS, but just in case I do so, I get less lag. These games are aimed for social media addicts who feel no real passion whatsoever for gaming. They feel no passion for gaming. They simply don't. They are unable to do so because they don't have all of those fond memories back when they were children. They have nothing of that. It's sad, but they have nothing of that because of how they understand gaming. And it doesn't matter in which generation you were born, because maybe your first the game that you love it's from the 5th generation of gaming consoles, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I know a lot of people that think that. Me personally, it's Baldur's Gate and StarCraft because of my PC gaming heritage back in 1998. Since I was referring to that year. But when I saw that 50k people, 100k people are watching people, streamers, playing the Arctic phone or whatever the fuck is called. I know the game in real life, but it was so sad. It was one of the, of course, real life has a lot of other sad and hard moments for all of us as human beings, but watching 50k people praise a Gartic phone game was one of the saddest things in gaming, at least in gaming, that I've ever seen. Terribly sad. If that's the future, I'll tell you that I'll fight to my last breath to recover the RTS genre, to recover the true spirit of gaming, and to prevent these disgusting illiterates from taking over the gaming industry. The situation, as I usually tell you, gentlemen, they don't run. I don't know why. Because there must be one guy without stamina. So it's so fucking sad. There must be another base over here. No, don't go over there. Why don't you run? Alright, so if there's even at least one unit that doesn't run, the rest also don't. There we go. That's why I sent you over here. Those are only villagers, or peasants, or whatever you may want to call them. Alright, so I wanted to tell you that. Sorry if my rant is always boring. But I feel compelled, inevitably compelled, to refer to those things. Sorry for that, gentlemen, but I feel compelled to refer to those things. I simply can't allow. I simply can't understand how could they poison people's minds like this. And those streamers are so responsible for that. Illiteracy of future generations will be on their hands. Alright, let's get to the game. So here it is. Battle Realms, Winter of the Wolf, gentlemen. I promised and I delivered. For yesterday's, we recovered yesterday's lost footage. It was only 10 minutes more that I went on.
From the Dragon Spire. I see it. There's a village there. If the Lotus soldiers are pillaging that far south, they've already got Serpentholm. It's not the Lotus clan. When the orb wakes, so does the dragon. What? He's telling us to hurry. The dragon is telling us to hurry. It's not called the Dragon Spire for nothing. Keep the men moving. We won't stop again tonight. Serpentholm. The other clans have come. About time they decided to stand and fight. It's the orb they're after, not me. There's a lot of them. A week ago, these men were peasant farmers. You've made warriors out of them, but the Lotus and Wolf soldiers are veterans.
What would you do? Cower for another 7 years in a falling down hut, sipping tea and waiting to die?
Better that than 7 years spent stealing from the very peasants who trusted us to protect them.
I'll gut you like a fish.
That? What is that?
The key to Serpentholm. I made new friends while I was away.
Alright, let's get to it. Many battles have been fought on these grounds, but none as fierce as this will be the new seat of the Dragon's Clan Republic. We must leave no trace of the opposition, or we compromise the clan security. Alright. Let's see this new unit we have at our disposal. Chemist. And what can it do?
Agreed.
Do we have a peasant here? Yeah, we have. So we can establish our base. Let's see. Alright, so the objective is over here. Let's get to the first rice field we can. Let's begin with the peasant hut. Remember, gentlemen, as we said and we reviewed yesterday, in this game we don't train soldiers from our barracks, stables, shooting galleries. No, the peasants, the worker units are the soldiers, the range units, the melee units, once they turn into them. Let's get to it.
Over there.
So far, the weakest category that the game has is the level design. Mainly due to the fact I've been thinking since yesterday's stream I couldn't end up with the review due to that loss of connection. The level design. Up to now, all we've been facing its 1v1s, poor 1v1s, mainly due to the fact that it plays like a tower defense genre game, in which we face little opposition and then we simply counterattack and kill all of their units. So, let's go for the dojo. However, I will say that the animations for the kung fu attacks and all of those incredible moves that the units do, the animations are extremely polished, especially if you consider that the game was developed in 2001, and especially if you consider that it was Liquid Entertainment's first game. The Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring, as we reviewed, had far better level design, far better graphics, but it didn't have the amount of innovation that this game has. Alright, we already have the dojo, so the next thing we should build is the shrine for the healers. And I feel unsafe without some spearmen. So this is the heart of the game's gameplay system. You send the worker units over here. There they come. Alright, now we're being attacked by a group of units. Difficulty is certainly increasing, fortunately. And we get the first spearman. The other curious fact is that you can mix unit classes, as we reviewed in the tutorial, and I'm still trying to master. But for the most part, you go for the target range, and then you send. Well, in this case, I can do the opposite. Send the archer to the dojo and get the first dragon warrior.
Oh, yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Also, another thing I've noticed is that the game has
Forward. As you command.
Extended cinematic sequences
On the way.
for an RTS game.
I'm going.
So, oh, they're attacking
Yes.
our peasants. But we already have one dragon warrior. We have here. Let's use the hero units. Abilities. Battle cry gives a boost to damage and a boost to defense. Alright, so a second attack. We are getting. Alright, so the pressure is increasing this time. We're getting attacked from 2 by 2. By 2 AIs or 2 play. Oh, alright. The peasants save the day. But I need to quickly replenish the soldiers I've lost. What's going on? What's happening? Oh, game over. Ah, alright. Alright. So the hero unit cannot die. Sorry. Yes. We already know all of this. I'll be careful next time.
Agreed. Yes.
Alright, so the hero unit died. Okay.
Certainly.
Sadly, the game didn't say that. Goals. Doesn't say anything. Well, it's a game from 2001, gentlemen. We have to be forgiving about it.
On my way.
Now, what are these things? The chemist. I don't know what they are, but they seem to be quite useless for now.
I move.
Alright, we get one spearman, one archer.
Agreed.
Genji, Otomo, and Ginger. Alright.
Yes.
We have some resources. We should go straight for the dojo this time. Or not. No, wait. We'll go for target range this time.
All right.
Then, for a watchtower. I don't have enough rice.
Right. Yes, sir. All right.
Come on. Watchtower. I already have the archer for it, so we just need this tractor. Now, let's see. We should go for the dojo next.
Fast like fire!
Come on. Just a little more.
On target.
That should give me an advantage. They don't have the firepower to destroy that watchtower. But anyway, this time
All right.
we are lacking water actually.
I follow the dragon.
Two
Yes.
guys over there and this guy
Alright.
over here. And there should be another one over there.
Going. Yes, sir.
So you go over here, you go over here. And there we'll have
We are out of water! Yes. As you command.
you over here, you over here. We'll go straight for the down. They are going. This time the peasants will attack us. Oh boy. Difficulty certainly increased somehow. The hero units are healthy, more or less. Just to make sure that guy. What? They are killing each other? Oh boy. Huh.
Face your master!
Forward.
Alright. We lost most peasants, but we survived. And I'm happy to see that the difficulty increased this time. That guy is about to die. We need the healers at once. Urgently. It was a mistake too. We need water.
I'm going.
We desperately need water. And I'll go for another peasant hut. Let's see if we can survive, gentlemen. Alright, look at that. They actually do recover. At least the Dragon Warriors recover health quite fast. Must be one of their abilities. We go to Yang. What's that guy doing? Alright, one Dragon Warrior. One more Dragon Warrior.
Right.
Getting over there. Tool Peasant Creation. Right, come over here. I think it didn't affect. Let's send this one over here. Let's send the archers to the dojo and the spearmen to the shooting gallery automatically.
All right.
Alright, we're getting a Dragon Warrior over there. And we need healers. Urgently. Water. We're lacking water. Come on. So you'll send them over here. Alright.
Onward.
There we go. Another Dragon Warrior. We already have 3. And there they are.
Blood and honor!
Yeah, what is that? Warlock. I love how the game mixes kung fu battles with fantasy and magic. It's such a strange
Agreed.
mixture. Let's go for one more Dragon Warrior. Oh, there we have one.
Over
Also.
there.
I follow your lead.
Alright. Alright, so it blinks. Okay. Quickly. The shrine. Over here. Oh, we're building a nice town. And then this guy will come over here. Alright, now it will come over here
Yes.
once he's done.
All right. Onward.
Yeah, I must say that for 2001, the game has excellent graphics. It's fully 3D rendered. We need to
I follow the dragon.
sustain the... I'll only assign one peasant to sustain the rice field. Now, alright, we've hit the resource cap. Yes, yet another innovation that this game has. It's the fact that you have to deal with resource caps. Extremely small resource caps.
Forward. Yes.
Let's go for some Dragon Warriors then,
Right.
so we can balance the unit production with the economy. So there we have 1, 2, I promise, gentlemen, that I will do no more rants in the coming weeks. Maybe after 1 month I'll do 1 rant a month this time. Or 1 rant every 3 weeks. So, I know it's boring, but I just feel compelled. Oh, I forgot. We need the healers. Let's go for 3 healers. What?
I'm going.
I think I made a critical mistake.
Yes.
The heal... What? No. Well, let them construct it.
Yes, sir.
The healers are produced
Follow
here.
the dragon.
So we'll have 4 healers. There we go. 2 of you
Yes, sir.
over there, and 1 of you to sustain...
Yes.
To continuously sustain
I
the
follow your lead.
rice fields. Remember, we have to assign peasants to gather water, rice, and, as you can see here, at least 1 or 2 of them to make sure that the rice field doesn't get dry. And here our first geisha, who is the healer, mostly. Here we have it. Oh, Berlin allies. Oh, so there are upgrades for the healers as well. Uses less stamina when healing allies. That could be useful. I didn't see this last time. I didn't pay enough attention, I guess. Increases the natural healing rate of all soldiers. Excellent. Spiral Cell. Kisha take less damage from cutting weapons. Quite interesting. Alright.
Yes.
First, let's save, just in case. Alright, the connection is alright tonight. Yeah, I truly don't know what happened. It wasn't my problem because when I saw the message of dropped frames, I'm telling you, I checked the internet connection, I checked if I could access different websites, and they all worked. So I don't know why. We lost the connection yesterday, but I would love to
All right.
tell you that it was my shitty
Going.
third world connection, but it wasn't. My connection is actually respectable, apparently. I would have bashed it.
Yes, sir.
Normally, but apparently today is not the case. Alright. Alright, well, as you can see, by building peasant huts, you increase the resource cap of rice, of water, and the population cap as well. Oh, sorry, the population cap increases due to specific buildings, out of which one of them is the town square, I assume. I'm still not sure about all of this, but here we have it. Alright, I've spotted a mistake which you surely had already spotted way before me. We were attacked only once, and now, as you can see, sure, could tell me, we are not getting attacked. Yeah, that is a mistake, as you are telling. It's a mistake. We just got attacked once, and now 0. Clear developing mistake. Clear. It destroys the pace of the game. something which they fixed in the Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring. Because you were able. It was more difficult than this game.
Yes. Right.
You were constantly being attacked in that game. If I remember correctly, we played it more than 1 month ago. Before Lords of EverQuest, in fact. And before Armies of Exile. There they are.
Forward!
Excellent. But this time, we're prepared. What are those things? I need to be careful. The hero units. Where's... Right. Ah, right. They are being healed. What are those? Brother Lidis. Brother Thosil. So I'll assign 2 of them over here. 2 of them over here. Oh, what are you doing? Go over here. Alright, so our Dragon Warrior healer combo
Yes.
worked. And what's worse, we have 3 Yang. So we can research Dragonfire, which will increase the health of our Dragon Warriors. I want to see something here. Infested one. There we go.
Over there.
I'm here.
Yes.
Don't tell me they are still attacking now.
Forward.
Alright. Then accuracy. Calisthenics. Powder keg. Can we produce siege units this time? No. Oh, maybe it's this one, the alchemy hut.
Yes, sir. I follow the dragon. All right.
Alright, they're already selected. Oh, I almost forgot.
I follow the dragon.
Let's give them their hidden power, the Chi Shield. Makes the warrior immune to damage but immobilizes him, draining stamina. Now, let's see what we have here. Oh, we need more water.
Yes, sir.
What can we produce over here? Well, we won't know until we send 1 villager, 1 peasant.
Yes.
There they are.
Forward.
What's that? Warlock. Useless.
Agreed. Over there.
What? Ah, they are going for my villagers. What they don't know is that I'm gonna do this then. It's better to turn them into soldiers rather than letting them die. And newer villagers will take care of the production. Anything else? No, we're good to go. Let's see here.
Onward.
On it.
Alright. Yeah, remember that the campaign map for this, we only chose... Alright, so they produce this chemist.
Hold your horses!
That I don't know what's their purpose. Let's
Fast, like
use
fire.
him to explore.
Oh yes!
No, wait, no. He must be the siege unit, I guess? He has to be some kind of siege unit. What's this? Powder keg cannoneers do more damage. Real steel can produce those, apparently. Tempered steel, dragon warriors, kabuki warriors, and samurai attack. Deal more damage. Alright. Chemists do area of effect damage and become more effective against buildings. Oh, we may need that. We may need that. There they are. Yeah. Notice how every scenario it's the same. Create base, attack enemy base, defend your base first,
Agreed.
then attack enemy base. Something which they partly fixed in the Lord of the Rings War of the Ring.
Over there.
Oh, this one will be useful. Do we have any healer left? Wait. No, we don't. They killed all of our healers.
Yes, sir. I follow the dragon.
This is the calm before the storm. We don't have any horses on the minimap to grab, so we will have to rely this time on those chemists to get rid of buildings faster. And our healers to sustain
Lead the way.
our attacks. There we go. Last healer in production. Notice, gentlemen, notice that this is the patience that has been lost because of Fortnite, because of Valorant, because of that pile of crap that I complained at the beginning of the stream. That I complained about at the beginning of the stream. So... we have enough dragon warriors. Oh, they are killing our peasants. Also, another mistake that the game has is the fact that it doesn't have any warning that you are being attacked. Like, at all. Damn, they are killing our guys.
Yes. For the clan.
By the way, where are these guys coming from? In these cliffs. Well, there they are again.
Agreed.
No, we're not ready to.
Over there.
Let's wait over here. Let's wait over here for them.
Face your master. For the clan.
Let's go for the upgrade. Everything seems to be under control. Spearmen have more health. Spearmen do more damage. Yeah, that's useless at this point. But what's not useless will be this. Oh, 4 young. I have 3. Oh, there it is. Please, please. 4 young. 4 young. I think it will be more or less. Damn.
Agreed.
I couldn't get that 4th young point. Even when I had the town square, which increases the yang growth by 50%. Damn. Couldn't get it. If I could have gotten 4 points of yang, I could have gone for tempered steel and increased the attack damage of dragon warriors. Please tell me that I have some healers left. Yeah, I thought I see them. Yeah, 3 healers. 3 healers, 1 siege unit. Now, what I don't...
Yes, sir.
What I didn't realize was that the rice hadn't hit the cap. But the water did, actually. Now,
Yes.
let's make sure we can sustain that. And the future peasants will be sent here, here, and here.
Lead the way.
Alright, this time we were attacked a bit more. Yeah, this time we were attacked a bit more. So, props to the developers. Props to Liquid Entertainment. We were attacked a bit more. I need to be fair, gentlemen. We need to be fair. I love how this works just the same as the Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring. The Yang system, you remember the fate points system for the Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring? Well, this is the original system. The Yin-Yang system in this case. Let's go for a watchtower over here. Apparently they love to attack our base from that direction. Oh, we hit population cap. We hit population cap. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Forward.
Right, I needed... Cancel. I needed... more chemists.
All right.
We'll put that over there. We'll construct that. We'll go for
Yes.
another. For another chemist.
On target. Focused and steady. Certainly.
Yes, sir.
Alright. So these chemists now can do area of effect damage and they are more effective against buildings. Nice. With that firepower, we'll be able to take down those buildings.
I move.
Let's see, here they come again.
Attack!
Alright, we got the fourth Yang point. What are those things? Werewolves? Yes. Yes. The animations are certainly polished, that's for sure. Now, we'll go for the tempered steel upgrade. There they are. So we are going up against two CPUs this time. Let's go for the tempered steel, which will make our dragon warriors attacks more devastating. Oh, a fourth attack.
Face your master.
Alright.
Agreed.
The winds follow. Forward.
Yes.
Alright, so maybe I was wrong after all.
My heart to yours.
Since we got attacked four times in a row this time.
Yes.
Onward.
Let's see, I think it's time to knock at their door. Now that they've sent
Agreed.
all they had against us. Let's check each of the resource locations. Nothing over here. Oh. But some troops.
Agreed.
They must be over here.
Yes.
To the northeast.
Forward! Charge!
Alright, I think they wasted all of their troops in that last attack.
Attack!
Oh, doesn't matter.
Yes.
We still have one watchtower over there.
I walk your path.
Let's make sure we get some
I'm going.
troops just in case they attack the base with one or two of their soldiers. Just in case we'll save and then... yeah. Let's see here. Damn, they have no more stamina. We'll have to slowly march. Oh, what's that? They are about to attack our base again. Damn. Yeah, I found their base. Uh-huh. Yep. Should have left some guys back there. My bad. So, let's send these guys over here, and we'll use the rest to destroy their base. Anyway, they didn't have such a large base. We'll both defend and destroy their base at the same time. And this time... so we'll be control group 2 and... what's that? But I'm glad that at least this time, with 2 CPUs, I got attacked many times. Contrary to what happened during the last 3 missions. Right? That's under control, so we can return over there to support our guys, and we'll just leave 3 of these guys over here. We got 4 Yang points out of all of this destruction. Time to use the... oh boy, these don't have the special ability. It would be a pity if we can't breach those defenses. I need to push. There's no other way. If not, they'll simply recover.
Death to our enemies. The dragon's revenge. Yes. Forward.
That should be more than enough to take care of this base. But I need to be careful. First, let's go for those pesky unit production buildings. Damn. Let's get rid of that tower then. My base may be vulnerable, but it's a price. It's the price I must pay. All right. All right. Let's go for those towers then. I assume that will be enough to breach their defenses this time. The dangerous thing is that I'm leaving my base undefended. Right. Watchtower here. I'm running out of resources. But these guys aren't coming back anytime soon. Oh boy. Ah, not again. This game just had a spike in difficulty, I guess. But they won't be able to take down the tower. Let's send some guys over there, just in case our defenses aren't enough. But this is mostly under control. Yeah, I don't think they can destroy a whole base with 3 guys. Let's finish them off over here. Oh, they are trying to rebuild though. Yes, I know, we're out of water. And out of stamina, for that matter. Alright, there's no water to produce troops. This is dangerous. Yeah, 2 guys is not enough to take down the rest of the base. Just in time. Alright. Fair enough. We could take out 1 base. And we survived the onslaught of the second hard CPU.
Of course.
Now, let's get back and then go for the green base. That was the purple base. Alright. I lost a lot of peasants during that attack. Oh, but we have 7 yang. I'll sure come in handy. Oh, we're just lacking water.
All right.
So let's make sure that we get enough water to produce more healers. Yeah, none of our healers survived. What's that? Oh, some of them survived. I need to be careful. They could be rebuilding the base, but my guys have no... Well, these guys have stamina. They could go ahead and make sure that they don't... that they don't rebuild, just in case. Damn, that touch of animating the units like this when they are about to die, it's so special. We can win that battle. We can't win them all. Of Liquid's Entertainment games, and this was their first game, so it's certainly a work of art. Such a shame that that developer is defunct. Alright. Let's go for 2 healers. What happened to the control group? There we go. Alright.
Over there.
Even if they try to rebuild, the purple ones aren't attacking anytime soon, so I'll simply dispatch a small patrol. Just in case they are trying to rebuild their base. There we go, first healer. We still can't produce the keg cannoneers. So So, but this meditation, 4 yen costs, increases the natural healing rate of all soldiers. Oh, I can't research it. Ah, yeah, once the queue is finished. Well, this one isn't surviving. Whatever we... Oh, I knew it.
Yes, sir. All right. Lead and I'll follow. Right.
Yeah, the special perk that this game has is that the worker units, as I've told, are the melee attackers, the range attackers. Such an interesting choice by the developer. But again, it's Liquid Entertainment. They are experts in the RTS genre. They were, unfortunately. Oh boy. They rebuilt faster than I expected. Dragon Warrior. Let's bring some chemists. Shall we? They will be useful to destroy the buildings they have. Oh. There's way too many of them already. I don't want to leave the base undefended. Let's see. Let's send the chemist with 1 healer and 1 dragon. Alright. Yeah, they don't deal enough damage to buildings. Alright. Also, I'm so used to use the A click on terrain to attack, and this game doesn't have it. It's from 2001. So, alright, there we go. Let's see how much damage the chemist does to the buildings. Alright, bit better. Oh, they really want to destroy our base. We need more soldiers. Yeah, this is the first intense, truly intense mission that the game has offered so far. I'm being forced to defend the base as well as destroy theirs. Alright. Let's go. I just hope they don't kill the hero unit and I have to restart. So just in case, it's been more than 20 minutes since the last save. There we go, Spearman. Let's turn that guy into Dragon Warrior. 2 more chemists. How are things over there? Let's make sure they don't produce. This time I brought 1 chemist. Aha, so they are gathering water over there. There must be more buildings to the northwest of this position. How are things? Come on, help him. Don't let the hero unit 1v1 him. Alright. Damn, they killed 1 healer. Yeah.
Agreed.
We are not doing so good with the resources. Alright, but now we have 4 more Dragon Warriors. Need to be careful. with one more healer.
Follow the dragon.
Oh, there are no healers here? Yeah, one. That's not enough. Let's see. Yeah, the hero unit seems to be
I follow.
healthy. So let's send one healer over there and the two chemists. This time they are not recovering. Oh, our siege units. They are going for our siege units. Let's see. Everything is quiet here. And what's this? We hit the resource cap, right? I've almost forgot. Yet another special feature of this game is that you have resource caps, both on rice and water, so to be careful. Let's regroup. So this will be control group 1 and this one will be control group 2. Now let's find that second base location. Alright, what do we have here? It should be somewhere here. The worker units were coming from that direction. I'll leave one guy here just in case. Alright, they are unable to run once even a single of them runs out of stamina. Alright. Well, there's nothing here. Strange. Oh. Go down. Yet they are still rebuilding, even if there is nothing over there. I need them to run. They are out of stamina.
Lead the way.
Oh.
Okay.
Such a dire situation. Let's see if we can pull through. Yeah, leave one guy there, but he's about to die. Maybe we can send one healer. Oh. Yep, the difficulty certainly increased. I think they are going to kill the hero units. Yep. Yep, they kill the hero units. I didn't expect such a difficulty spike. Fortunately, we say. I didn't expect such a difficulty spike. But yeah, this was pretty common back in 2001. Now, what can I do to stop those guys? We need a different approach. Let's go for some watchtowers. And last time the watchtower saved us and it was my mistake. I didn't realize. The watchtower prevented the utter destruction of our base. This is pretty much under control, so I need to be careful with those attacks from the second insane CPU.
Over there.
It's a 1v2 this time.
Focused and
Alright.
steady.
Although we are lacking rice, so we are not so good regarding our economy. Alright. Also, I think I produced way too many siege units. So let's fix that. Let's fix that.
I follow the dragon. It
Yeah.
shall be.
Definitely last time the watchtower saved us.
Steady.
Yes, sir.
So this time we'll do the same.
Yes.
One more archer assigned to this watchtower. And fortunately we have town square. So there isn't a limit to the amount of watchtowers. Alright. But they must have a second base. Alright.
Immediately.
However, for some strange reason, they are sending all of their worker units to this spot to rebuild the base. So we'll leave these guys over here while they recover the stamina bar. They are useless anyway without the stamina bar, so we need to make sure they rest. Now, we are lacking healers. And also
Yes.
one more archer. Let's see here. Alright, full stamina. Now, where could they be coming from? Either this spot or this one. So... Alright, third watchtower. And... Alright, that's much better. We'll explore
Of course.
this part of the map. Fortunately, we corrected the situation. But I had a wipe, so the game's difficulty seems to be better than the first levels.
Certainly. Immediately.
They are certainly keeping me on my toes, just like the Lord of the Rings War of the
For
Ring.
the serpent.
Now, where's their second base?
Of course.
There they are. They are about to attack.
Over there.
Next wave incoming. But I think this time the 3 watchtowers will make a difference.
Agreed. For the clan.
The animations are extremely polished for being a game developed in 2001, that's for sure.
Right. I follow the dragon.
Yeah, definitely. Liquid Entertainment, they were masters of the real-time strategy genre. Dungeons and Dragons, Dragon Shard, The Lord of the Rings War of the Ring, and this, their original masterpiece. Alright. We found more green guys, but not purple. I wanted to raise all of the purple bases and then go for the green base. So go over there and then return over here. They must have rebuilt it by now. What do we have here? Peasant hut. A secondary base for the green ones. Oh, I need to be careful. I left a hero unit over there. Damn. I think that if he dies, I have to restart. Don't I? No. It's only if they kill Kenji, the main protagonist. Alright.
Forward.
Alright. They must have rebuilt part of that base, which I'm getting nervous about. Alright.
Yes.
But our economy's recovered mostly. So let's send, let's say, 6 dragon warriors.
Follow your lead.
And we'll also add 1 geisha, 1 healer over there to keep them, make sure that they are controlled. There they are again. They are coming from the west.
Forward.
They are coming from the west.
Over there.
I could send just 1 guy to
With bow in hand.
Explore.
It shall be.
Wait, not. Where is he going? Such a strange pathfinding system. But again, the game was developed in 2001. What? What's the meaning of this? They already rebuilt their base. Ah, there they are. Alright. If only we could control this situation one last time. What's that? Deceased one. Oh, right. Strange. Damn. I should have sent at least one chemist over here. No. Let's see. Alright, they had a small peasant hut. Come on, let's go. This time they couldn't breach our defenses. The watchtowers made a huge difference this time. Alright. Resource cap has been hit. Let's go for full army production. Let's stop collecting resources. And send these workers to turn into spearmen, archers, as well as healers. Now. Oh, we should support the assault over here. Wait, more of them. I need to kill every last one of them. If not, they will simply rebuild their bases. Dead. Everything seems to be clear over here. So let's support the assault. Can you run? Do you have any stamina left? Yeah, you have some stamina left. And this archer, let's turn him into Dragon Warrior. But what's more important, let's make sure that this time the Dragon Warriors have the inner ability available, the Chi Shield. That'll make them invulnerable to attacks for short periods of time. Alright, clear. Oh, they rebuilt extremely fast. Let's do this then. Let's send only one Dragon Warrior over here, so I can make sure they don't rebuild. But yeah. Yes, definitely an impressive spike in difficulty for the game. Excellent, excellent. I guess I will regret ever adapting Liquid Entertainment. They were certainly masters of this genre. It's so sad that we've lost so much due to the boom of the MOBA genre. Now let's see. It was what, a 1 hour fight? Not 1 hour, 30-minute fight.
Moving. Yes.
Nice. I could even argue that the game has a better pace than the Lord of the Rings War of the Ring at some point. Let's go for the unfinished building. I think this time we control them. But need to be careful that the green faction doesn't launch another assault. Let's see what we have here. 3 Dragon Warriors, 1 Archer. Let's turn that Archer into Dragon Warrior. And we also need 2 Chemists. Alright. I need to make sure that they don't recover this time around. Nothing here. There they go. They are coming. There they come. Let's go. Alright. Druides. Come on. Let's get rid of that ballista. Ballista man, in this case. Done. Oh boy. They are on the brink of death. Look at that animation when they are about to die.
Charge! Face your master! Forward!
But the hero unit is over there. No problem. I should send one healer so they can recover. Let's see. It would be a waste to lose so many dragon warriors, considering the time they take to be creative. Alright, only 4 of those buildings left. Where are the chemists? Over here. Alright, this was an incredible fight. I'm sorry I ever adapted Liquid Entertainment. But after 5 missions of easy targets, let's say, they only attacked with 1 soldier or 2 soldiers, I adapted that we would ever face this kind of difficulty. But I'm certainly glad for it. Now, there's nothing here. This time I'll make sure there isn't anything left. Let's see here, the minimap. Nothing, and I don't see their worker units at all. Nice, excellent. And we got what? 36, 10 young points, could it be? Well, let's get back to the... Should we get back to the base? Yeah, we should get back to the base and only send 1 guy to patrol the place. What are you doing? Such a strange pathfinding.
I move. Over there.
Another assault. Yeah. One thing I miss is the fact that in this game there is no alert when you are being attacked. In the minimap, the game doesn't tell you that you are being attacked at all. You have to be constantly paying attention to the minimap. They fixed that mistake with the Lord of the Rings, War of the Rings. Damn, that's a lot of enemies. Let's get more Dragon War. Well, that's a lot. Damn, they are certainly forcing... They are keeping me on my toes this time around. Did they recover? Yeah, please run. Run a bit, we need you. Damn. So when they couldn't do a 2v1, the game reinforced the green base, I assume. Yeah, that's a touch of Liquid Entertainment. They used to do this a lot with their RTS games. We saw it in the Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring. Once you took out one enemy faction, if you're going up against 2 or 3 hard CPUs, the other one simply got stronger. We don't need resources, we need troops. So let's... Alright. We lost 1 Watchtower though. Alright, we have left No healers. All the healers are dead. This guy is about to die. So let's turn him into a dragon warrior.
I'm off.
And you will rebuild. No, we don't need to rebuild that third watchtower. What we need to do is to repair this.
Right.
Alright, apparently, yeah. The purple faction is gone. For good this time. I just want to make sure. But, yeah. They are pretty much gone. Alright. Oof. The joy of real-time combat of these games was such a unique personality. The base building, all of this strategizing has been sadly lost due to the boom of the MOBA genre. Now,
I have focus.
it will take some time to repair that, so
Focused.
let's keep this guy for the third watchtower that we are going to construct. But for now, right now, what we need is
Yes, sir.
you not getting killed
I follow the
and
dragon.
all of you defending our base. Another assault done.
The mind is focused.
Excellent. It's the CPU is keeping me on my toes. Excellent. That's how you do it, Liquid Entertainment. You were the best, that's for sure. Well, not the best. The best was Blizzard with StarCraft 1, but and arguably Age of Empires 2, but out of the forgotten gems that we've been showcasing, this one is certainly a cult classic. Remember that this one was developed in 2001, while Armies of Exegol was developed in 2004, The Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring in 2003, Lords of EverQuest was also 2003, so, and this was fully 3D rendered, which was an accomplishment in 2001, that's for sure. Also the game works at 60 FPS.
Right.
Now, did I... No, they didn't repair it. We need healers.
Yes.
Urgently. We urgently need healers. Oh, it's been a while since
With bow in hand.
a CPU
Focused and steady.
attacked me so many
Shall
times
be.
in such a short period of time. Now, let's go for the upgrades. We can't produce keg cannoneers yet, but what we can do is increase the damage of archers, so the watchtowers will be far more lethal.
Onward.
Now, then we'll go for the green base. But first,
Yes, sir.
one more healer, and you will repair that tower.
I move.
Alright, all of the attacks seem to come from the southeast. So, yeah, let's not build a third tower. Now we can focus all of our attention in the on this front. So, 2 towers plus all of these troops is more than enough. Now, let's see. Let's see. We have melee attackers, range attackers, healers, and we'll need the siege units. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot. I knew I was forgetting something.
I follow your
The
lead.
inner power of the units. The shrine allows them to get it. Remember.
Lead the way.
Now. Increase damage for archers. Spearmen, I will not be attacking with Spearmen. On hard difficulty, it's useless to use Spearmen. They are simply not good enough. Now, if only I could find some horses. No, there are no horses. Well, we could have mounted them and used cavalry, but there are no wild horses in this mission.
Yes.
Right, might as well
Focused and steady.
turn that last archer
With bow in hand.
into Dragon Warrior. Such an interesting and unique technology tree or building system that the game has. You use the worker units to produce the basic troops, and then you mix those basic troops by sending the archers into Dragon Warriors by sending them to the dojo, in which we originally produced the Spearmen. So it's one of the most unique gameplay systems that I've seen
Your path.
in any RTS
I
games.
follow the dragon. Forward.
And if you saw my criticism
Onward.
with Lords of EverQuest and Armies of Exio, it was that they didn't have such amount of innovation. They simply didn't have it. They wanted to be Warcraft 3 clones, 100%.
Agreed.
I think this is more than enough. We just need the siege units and 1 or 2 more healers. We have a lot of resources, so let's attack with the guys we have. We will not be attacked while destroying the enemy's base. So,
Yes.
1 siege unit and 2 siege units. Also, the fact that the base... there is no base in this game. There is no stronghold, no citadel, no main base in this RTS. You use the peasant huts, which are constructed, which are built quite fast, which allows you to recover extremely quickly. So you need to make sure that the enemy's buildings are all of them raised. Something that unfortunately yesterday you gentlemen couldn't see because Twitch died and I couldn't continue. But this time I could assess that
Yes.
it's extremely important to raise all of the buildings 100%. Raise them to the ground, because this game is very forgiving in that regarding that. Now let's find the green base. Let's march so we don't waste the stamina. We are good on resources. So let's assign the peasant production to go straight to the target range, and in turn the target range will send them to the dojo, which will produce the warriors automatically. And we'll leave these 3 guys collecting rice and water. Oh, what's this? Why are you over there? Now, let's see. What was that? An arrow? Yeah. Alright, this time around... Oh! Damn. They are going for the siege units. Damn. Now. Alright. Anyway, if they kill the hero unit, I will have to... Yeah, this wasn't enough. It wasn't simple enough. Damn. Thought it was enough. No, not enough. So we have 1, 2, 3... Yeah. Only 1 healer. Part of the problem. Let's turn those archers into dragon warriors. All of them.
With bow in hand.
And we need more healers. How many do we have? 3. Oh. Damn. I had 3 healers and it wasn't enough. Of course, we'll not be going for more siege units when we can beat them in battle. What's that? Ah, they are coming for us. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Could it be 6 squadrons of 4 units? We have a lot of resources. Let's not think about it.
I walk your path.
Going.
This would have been much easier with horses, but there are no horses on the map. Maybe we can improve something else. Archers have a longer range. Well, no, that's useless. We are not going for archers. They are way too weak.
Over there.
We could turn those 2 archers into dragon warriors. Yes.
Certainly. With bow in hand.
Let's go all out and destroy them. This time, this mission, it's been an hour. This mission has consumed 1 hour of time, while the previous missions we could finish them yesterday in 3 hours. We did what? 4 missions, 5 missions. Yes, certainly. This was a great difficulty spike. Excellent. Now, let's see here. Perhaps now that they attacked our base, they have no more defenses.
Right. Yes, sir.
Let's try.
I move.
Let's try.
Forward.
Blood and honor.
No, don't attack the buildings. So they have a watchtower with a ballista man on it. Let's make sure that the siege units, if they survive, destroy that. The rest of my units don't deal any damage. Literally, yeah. That's the risk of attacking the enemy's base in an RTS game. What? Come on, here. It's essential that you take down that watchtower. Well, you... Oh, another one. No. Let's... Come over here. What is that? Oh, look at that. They tried to attack my base even while I was destroying theirs. An excellent artificial intelligence sign. Excellent. But it was a terrible mistake to leave their base undefended, that's for sure. Oh, there they are. Now we need siege units urgently. We need more siege units at once.
Focused and steady.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. The AI is still trying to destroy my base while I am attacking. Liquid Entertainment certainly had a mastery of this genre. It's such a shame that they aren't around anymore, that they don't exist anymore. Such a shame. We've lost so much quality in the gaming industry. Alright, there we go. Oh, I sent a peasant to war. That's a mistake here. Oh, if they kill the hero unit, we'll lose. We need to be careful. Let's, oh damn, I forgot. We need healers as well. Right. We'll send them straight over here. Bathhouse. Let's produce more geishas, more healers.
On target.
Alright. Let's We are controlling the situation. We are controlling the situation. Slowly but surely. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. They killed the hero unit. Damn. Damn, forgot to save. Sorry. Sorry, gentlemen. Ah. But this time...
I follow the dragon.
Yes.
Let's see. If they attack,
Agreed.
we'll face them here.
Agreed.
Well, maybe I can... Maybe we can wait for more siege units this time around.
Your horses.
And we can sweep, destroy their base in one blow.
Over
This time we'll attack from the west. We'll destroy that thing, which is responsible for much of the damage to our army. Damn, I hate when the hero unit dies and you lose all the progress. So I need to make sure that Kenji doesn't die. So let's keep him. Let's make sure that he isn't on the front. Alright, all siege units. These 3 siege units will come over here. Yeah, much more organized assault. I hope they don't retaliate this time around. Anyway, I think I have enough troops to... Well, we'll find out. Yes, we'll find out if we have enough troops to repel that attack. Damn, we're running out of troops. Let's make sure. What? What are you shooting? Oh. Come on. Oh boy. Damn, it wasn't enough. Yeah, it was enough, but barely. Barely enough.
Forward.
Damn. Alright.
Attack.
Barely enough.
Forward.
This is not enough to breach their defenses. We need reinforcements. It's simply not enough. Come on.
Yes.
Let's... There we have 2 dragon warriors and an archer. It will have to do. We need to press on before they recover.
Yes, sir.
Healer. Come on, faster, come on. Well, let's forget about the base. Anyway, we are not getting attacked. We already destroyed the purple base. And this could mean the difference between victory and defeat. At this time... Alright. Over here. They have another watchtower. That's why we need to begin our assault from the west. Come on. Quickly.
Certainly.
Run. We need... There we go.
Walk your path.
Let's turn that archer into dragon warrior.
I follow your lead.
There we go.
Walk your path.
And I need a siege unit for that watchtower. There we go.
Yes.
There's the healer.
Face your master.
Are we in range? Yeah, we are in range, sadly.
Forward.
Right. Heal them and then go back here. Come on. Quickly. Damn.
Praises.
There's more than one watchtower.
Charge! Attack!
Well, let's see what we can do. I can't delay the attack any longer anyway.
I have focused.
They are rebuilding.
We enter the storm. It
Damn.
shall be. Take aim.
Cool. Siege unit and a dragon. Not enough.
I move.
Not enough. Simply not enough. Damn, they are rebuilding.
Walk your path.
Oof, I didn't expect to find so much resistance.
Blood and honor!
They rebuild so fast.
Face your master! Agreed.
Damn. Damn. It's difficult to breach.
My
Damn.
people.
We all know your people. Your people. Damn. I already had it and I lost the hero unit. Damn. 26 out of 30. I'll have.
Attack! Forward!
Guess we'll for a full assault.
Alright.
It's simply not enough to breach those defenses. Guess I'll have to hit population cap. I thought.
Focused and steady. Certainly.
We had enough troops, but apparently we don't.
On it.
Come on. So we'll go for more chemists.
I follow the dragon.
Oh yes.
Yeah, this was a terrible difficulty spike, that's for sure. Both archers should focus on that ballista. Alright, 24 out of 30. We lost some guys.
Over there.
We will
Yes.
slowly approach the place.
Over there.
We need more troops.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I follow your lead.
We need to do it in one clean sweep.
I'm going.
We need to do it in one clean sweep. Damn, why are they attacking already?
Charge!
Oh,
Face your master!
yes. 4 chemists apparently were enough. More than enough this time. But let's not believe that we are done here.
Yes, sir.
I'll keep those more troops in production just in case. Let's focus on that watchtower. Another watchtower. Let's go.
Blood and honor!
Come on. This time around, let's see if we can do it. Oh. No. Not this time. Not this time. Let's make sure the hero unit is safe. Alright. I think this is a game. I need to preserve these siege units. Just in case, we'll leave them over here, alongside the hero units. Healers. We're lacking healers.
Yes.
With
Let's turn those archers into dragon warriors. Let's make sure they don't recover. Oh no, another watchtower. Ah, well, it's empty anyway. Damn, I missed the A-click attack ground command. I'm so used to it. So, trying to rebuild, but to no avail. Alright. One healer, one dragon warrior. Damn, these guys are about to die. Look at the attention to detail, the polished animations that they... Well, that's a bug. That Liquid Entertainment did. Now, let's see here. There we go. Can you heal them? No, you can't because you don't have any stamina left. I am an ogre. Let's see here. Oof. They are trying to retaliate, even at this point. What else could you ask for? Damn. There we go. More siege units. We need more siege units to tip the balance of the assault. Now that they don't have so many troops. Alright. Now, it's obvious they have a second base. Alright.
Over there.
Whoosh. Wait. There we go. Whoosh. That was such an intense scenario. Kudos to the developer for this. Kudos to Liquid Entertainment. Such a great pace. The CPU forced me to be on my toes all of the time. Excellent. Excellent. Now this is the way. This was the joy. The strong points. The specialty of the RTS genre. The so beleaguered RTS genre. Which was that the game forced me to have a minimum requirement of APM to succeed. Also, APM ruined part of the genre due to the multiplayer competitive scene, because it prevented new players from joining, but this was... Come on, that guy was over here a second ago. Maybe they are going over there. Alright. Could it be that they have a third base?
Yes.
Yeah, one clear mistake that the game has is that you certainly have no idea what to do according to the objectives tab, which is goals in this case. Let's see here in this far corner of the map if they have another base. Let's spread and find. Ah, there they are. All right, so the AI was intelligent enough to escape and try to rebuild another base. This is game? Yeah, this is game, gentlemen. This is game. Let's see.
Lord Kenji, look!
How much time did it take? Ooh, almost 1 hour and a half. A ninja. Vanished.
Where is the serpent's orb?
Lost.
All of this effort for nothing?
Serpent
Well.
Home is ours.
And the one who stole the orb?
Gone. We tried to follow.
But you lost him.
It isn't human. You saw how it moved?
I know. It's what killed the serpent.
Are you sure?
It doesn't matter anymore.
Why does he want the orb?
Forget the orb. It's just a worthless rock.
Shinja.
Look around you. We've taken Serpent home. Doesn't that matter?
Look. The dragon and the orb are one.
Why did I never see that before?
You never looked.
It's meaningless.
It's not. The orb was only half of Terran's power.
This is madness. We've no time for these fantasies about magic and dragons. You must restore the Serpent Clan.
No.
Then I will.
He'll come to his senses, Lord.
I have to go to the Dragon's Spire.
Let me go with you.
No, I need you here. Let Shinja contain the Lotus and the Wolf if he can.
We have to move quickly while the other clans are weak.
Kenji said.
Kenji's gone, and I have an empire to build. Here, look. Serpent Home is safe
Oh.
for the moment.
The map
Send
extended.
engineers to rebuilding the walls in case our enemies return. The Wolf Clan's army has retreated to the hills. By now, they're preparing to make a stand at the mines. If we hurry, we might take them unprepared. Perhaps rather than attempting a frontal assault, we should press them from the flank. The valleys and swamps in the province could hide our army until we're ready to strike.
No, the Wolf Clan is beaten. The Lotus Wizards are the real enemy. Strike them while their backs are to the sea, and we'll finish them once and for all.
Alright, I wanted to highlight a curious detail, which I don't know if we realized last time. I had to choose previously between these three missions over here, which I chose this one, but we ended up doing, if we count yesterday's mission, 1, 2, 5 missions. So, as my initial suspicion was, once you pick up a path, a province to attack, it doesn't matter. It leads to you playing all of the scenarios. However, I am not sure how it affects the level design, the particular missions that you do. Maybe if we would have chosen this one instead of this one, maybe could it have been different? We don't know. We would have to do a second replay, which we will not do, of the campaign, but just so you know if you finally decide to check out the game. Alright, now we have to choose what to attack. I can't attack any of these, so our three choices are these three. Attack the Wolf Clan from the flank, taking them unprepared. The swampy terrain and dense forests can be used to our advantage. The Wolf Clan has retreated and hides amongst their old shale mines. Destroy the mines to break their armor supply chain. And finally, the scheming Laras plot something here. Discover the province's secret and defend the Laras before they can escape to their fortress and on the northern plateau. So what are we going to choose? Last time I chose this in order to track down the Serpent Orb, which was the main objective of the game, trying to look for the Serpent Orb. But now let's see. Last time we went from left to right. This time we'll go from right to left then. The Laras are shaping up to be quite the adversary. I'm sure that even Kenji would agree that we all must be taught a lesson. We'll wipe out wipe out all of their people and buildings, and move on. We can now build a keep to keep house our Zen masters. So protecting our leaders is no longer essential. Finally. So the building that we have now at our disposal will allow us to not to not care if our hero units are killed, and we'll no longer have to restart this scenario. So I'm glad I chose this, actually. Sometimes you are lucky. I guess. Alright. One criticism that I've been wanting to do to the game for some time. No, wait, those. First of all, let's save. Well, I could anyway restart, but just in case. First of all, let's. In this location, the water is separated from the rice field, so it would be difficult to gather resources efficiently. Could we pick up that one? Oh, we're being attacked. I assume we wouldn't be attacked. So I saw some of them over here, but let's see if this location is clear. One criticism, as I was saying, that I wanted to do to this game, it's the fact that mostly all missions have the same objective. Create... Oh boy. Their base was here. I don't know. Can we destroy it? I don't think so. Maybe it's a secondary base. Well, need to make sure they don't kill my peasants, but it would be... I don't think we can take their base like this. No, archers are inefficient in melee. I don't think we could take their base like this. No. It would be a joke. No. We can't. Liquid's entertainment level design wasn't so bad. That's for sure. So we need to pick up another location. I saw some enemies over here. Yeah, mostly all of them have the ponds separated from the rice field. Let's run this time. Can we run? Well, I was careless. Doesn't matter. They can handle it. What's that unit? Kabuki warrior. I don't know if is he better than the dragon warrior? He must be. Alright. Did the peasants survive? Yeah, they did. One criticism that I wanted to make to the game, finally, is that it doesn't have objective variety. All of the missions up until now, every single one of them was composed of doing the very same actions. Creating a base, developing an army. Well, I have no luck. No, it's not luck. I don't understand this map, I guess. Right. So, they have bases to the north. Let's see. Alright, there's only one option left then. Alright, you are forced to use the worst location possible. Alright. You are forced to use the worst location possible. Come on. Well. They killed one peasant. Oh yeah. You are forced to use the worst location. What? Don't tell me that they didn't survive. I quite don't understand this map. Let's see here.
Yes.
What's wrong with this map?
Done.
You have to get through that passage anyway. Let's make sure that the healer, as well as the archer,
On target.
aren't on the front. Let's try again. Alright, so first you have to dispatch this patrol. And then you have to... What? Damn, they are going straight for the peasants. Damn. I don't understand. I can't gather any resource. Huh. Wait a second. Stepping up to the Emma's sure that even get you told the lesson or wipe them out. Yeah. Wipe them out, yes. It's 1v1. Yeah, it's a 1v1.
As you command.
Yeah. This game has the same objectives for...
Of course.
Their base was here, not here, I think.
Moving.
So... Must go over there. Alright, this is the only location possible. It's not the worst one though. Quickly.
Yes.
I am under the impression that we are going to be attacked soon.
Going.
After the last mission. Let's go for some rice. Now let's begin. That's the weakest point of the game. All of these scenarios have the same objective. There's no objective variety. Something which was fixed by Liquid Entertainment in the Lord of the Rings War of the Ring, as you could see 1 month ago. 1 month ago. This game has no objective variety. At least for now. At least for now. Alright.
Yes, right.
We need more water. And we need one guy to make sure that the rice field...
Alright.
Wait, where are you going? Here. To sustain the rice farm. Alright, he needs water.
Right.
Forget it. I mean, well, now. Let's go for... We'll begin with Watchtower. You can construct, you can build a single Watchtower, and we happen to, fortunately, have one archer. So...
Yes. Alright. Yes.
quickly. We need some basic defenses. There they are. That was fast. That was so fast. That was way too fast. Come on, you can take them out. Let's use the hero's abilities, it's our best. Yeah. Much better. Alright, barely. Now the question is, how could they attack from that direction? There's literally nothing. Well, doesn't matter.
All right.
Need to focus
On my way.
on the task at hand, which is getting some healers as fast as we can. Bathhouse. Quickly.
Yes, sir.
We don't have a second to waste. We need those healers as fast as we can.
Yes. All right. Yes, sir.
What? Alright, we have a problem.
Forward!
Their base is way too close to ours. Which is over here. Damn. There's not enough room for the two of us here. Can we save the Kabuki warrior? No, we can't. Dojo. Fast. No. First let's go for target range. Since archers are effective against
For the dragon.
these melee units. Quickly. Healers.
The dragon.
Urgently.
I'm going.
I don't have any more water.
All right.
Yeah, there's no chance. Somebody here has to lose one base, and it will not be me. Let's save. Nice. The game just had a pleasant difficulty spike. If our hero units die, we are done. So quickly.
Okay. I follow.
Damn. There we go. First healer.
I obey.
There we go. Much better. Now the healer can slowly destroy those buildings. But yet, the biggest criticism that I wanted to make to the game is that it has no objective variety. It's always the same. Create a base. What? They're going for our healer. No. God damn it. Quickly. Damn. This is bad. I didn't expect so much resistance this time around. But then again, last mission took 1 hour and a half. There we go.
Shall be.
Quickly. Another healer.
Lead the way. Yes.
Alright. Dojo.
Yes.
Rice. Come on. What am I doing? I have control groups. What I don't have is hotkeys in this game. God damn it. Oh, please, focus, kill them all. Right. Let's go for the first dragon war. Well, we can't. Damn. Yeah, the healer unit deals no damage.
Death to our enemies.
Man, Liquid Entertainment certainly fixed. Let's go for the first Dragon Warrior. And second Dragon Warrior. 2 Dragon Warriors will make a big difference. Anyway, the problem here is
Yes. I follow.
that if we lose our hero units, we won't be forced to restart, but we literally lost. Again, second healer. Come on. And let's make sure that the archers go to the dojo and the spearmen go to the shooting range. Damn. Not again the healer. Damn.
Yes. Lead the way. Go. Okay.
Can you heal yourself? Yeah, you can.
Dragon.
Alright.
Moving.
Situation under control, mostly. Save here. I mostly do this because I know it's boring to simply... it's boring to simply watch the base being rebuilt. Come on. So far, I haven't been forced to increase the resource cap. Right, there we go.
As you command.
As a preemptive analysis,
For the clan.
the level design is the weakest point of the game. I know it's a cult classic. It had 9 out of 10 on Steam, but the level design is certainly a bit flawed, at least for now, because there's zero objective variety. Zero objective variety. What's that? Oh boy. Oh boy. That's why I left the Watchtower. Only one of those guys isn't a threat. Two of those guys also isn't a threat. Huh. Alright, there then. Planning. That's under control. Let's see how they are doing over here. Come on. But yeah, the level design is the weakest part of the game. Zero objective variety up until now. Alright, that Watchtower certainly saved us. Oh. Yeah, it's quite effective. It's quite effective. Come on. Just 2 more buildings and... there we go. Nice. Also, I love the fact that they included rain. Back in 2001, that was a big deal. Come on. Could it be that we lost our healers? Yeah, we did lose our healers. We hit the cap.
Yes, sir. Yes. I walk your path. Lead and I'll follow.
One more healer. Heal. There we go. Raised to the ground. There we go. And one guy should sustain the rice field. We'll send 2 guys to gather water. Sorry, 3. So we have here. Alright.
Of course.
One more healer.
I follow your lead.
We need to make sure that we don't lose these troops. Let's explore. Let's expand the base. Alchemist Hut, of course, for the siege units. Also, another thing is that there is no visual evidence to tell you that you are shift queuing, shift clicking, and queuing up actions for your units. There is no visual evidence of that. Bathhouse requires 200 water. So, there we go.
Okay.
Alright. It was a bit tough, but we survived. Let's save again. Yes, thank you. Alright.
On my way.
Such a delight, these old RTS games. Liquid Entertainment certainly didn't deserve this. Then, since we have already explored the Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring, as well as Battlegrounds Winter of the Wolf, we'll probably get to the Swan Song, the final work of art of Liquid Entertainment, which was Dungeons and Dragons Dragon Shard from 2005. The last RTS game that they developed. They developed more games, but from different genres, and their specialty was real-time strategy, that's for sure. Now, let's see. Art of Massage, the healers use less stamina to heal less damage from cutting weapons. Increases the natural healing rate of all soldiers. No, but first we need this. Where was it? Here, Tempered Steel. Increased attack for the Dragon Warriors. We've hit the cap. The game has much more innovation than both Armies of Exigo and the Lord of the Rings, War of the Rings, though. Imagine that this game, never forget that this game was developed in 2001. And besides, I think I have never seen another RTS game with a cap on the resource collection, and a game which uses only 30 population as a cap. It's quite interesting. This game is certainly proof of the genius, of the talent that Liquid Entertainment had. Alright, let's assign this over here. Not to mention the unique way in which the game makes you create the units, which is by turning your worker units into spearmen, archers, and then mixing them to create the Dragon Warriors. I've been pleasantly surprised by the game's innovation. It's certainly one of the strongest points. I could also highlight the graphics, as I said, for 2001. They are excellent, fully 3D rendered, and of course this is the Zen edition, released on 2019 on Steam. So, yeah. Even though it was an accomplishment. There they go. Here they come. They go straight for my healers. Sometimes, at least. Alright. Much better. There we go. We've hit the water cap, so I'm listening. Yeah, it's them gathering their rice. Alright. Now let's go for one over here, one over here. Come on. Oh. Nice.
Forward.
Such an interesting, forgotten gem, gentlemen. Such an interesting and forgotten gem. A unique gameplay system, a unique way to understand base building in RTS.
Onward. I follow your lead.
Imagine that back in 2001,
Your path.
it would have been very difficult for Liquid Entertainment to imagine that you could have a successful RTS game in which the worker units turned into the infantry and the ranged attackers and the cavalry as well. And yet you could even mix the melee units as well as with the ranged units and create these dragon warriors. Alright, let's get back. We don't have enough troops to assault their base. The stamina system was way ahead of its time.
Forward.
So yes, the innovation is the strongest point for this game.
My heart.
Oh, I forgot to
I follow the dragon.
replenish the rice field. On top of all that I've mentioned regarding the grandeur category of the analysis, it has extremely polished cutscenes. It has extremely polished storyline, and it has even a unique campaign map. I cannot fathom why Liquid Entertainment didn't get the success they deserved with this game. They tried 3 times, as I've told you. This game, The Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring, 2 years later on 2003, and then Dungeons and Dragons, Dragon Shard, which we will
Follow your lead.
explore
Your path.
later down the road. But so far, you could see the quality that the Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring had. Let's go for some siege units. And that this game had. This is the amount of quality that we are losing, gentlemen. We lost base building. It has been deemed as boring. It has been deemed as uninteresting. And it's a shame. Because newer generations will never care, as I remind all of us every day, that base building is an essential aspect of real-time strategy. The MOBA genre is great, but it has killed this genre, and it's sad. So sad. So sad.
Right.
Now, let's see. Here. We should go for Town Square, so we can increase the amount of watchtowers, and we have a more solid defense. And then we should go... Alright, what's this? This is new. Fireworks Factory. Requires the Alchemist Hat, which we have. So let's see. And in this map we have a lot of horses. Excellent, we have a lot of horses. Alright, we have a lot of horses, so... But the enemy is over there, so first we'll clear the map a bit, and once we do that we'll get the cavalry. The fate points system, which was present in the Lord of the Rings War of the Ring, the yin-yang system, it's in this case, and this is the original one. Now, let's go for some more
Yes, sir.
chemists. Let's go for some more
I
chemists
follow your lead.
and some more healers.
All right.
By the way, gentlemen, sorry if the base building gets dull, a bit dull, but you saw what happened when I tried to assault the enemy's base without a full force.
Yes, sir.
You tell, I go.
Alright, we already have the upgrade. And I also need to be careful. Well, let's... We could try to attack. Yeah, we are going to attack after this. Excellent. Alright, there we have a slight animation bug. I don't know if you could spot it. It was extremely slight. They didn't move. Yeah, I think this is enough. These are weaker than last mission's bases. Last time we were going up against 2 bases. This time I think they are weaker. What are you doing? Why are you suiciding? Let's attack. Let's see. Alright. Sorry. I'll show you the action. What's that? Blinking light. Blue blinking light. What's that? Can I attack that? What's that? Well, I don't know what that may be, but what I know is that we need healers. They could be attacking our base anytime now. If we could only get our hands on those horses. Damn, there they are. I need to recover a bit. Here we go. Alright. With the town square, we can go ahead and...
Yes.
create more watchtowers. That way it will be safer to leave the base.
Yes, sir. I follow the
Sorry, gentlemen. I'm way too slow.
Moving.
Oh, look, there are small stains of blood on their blades. Such a nice touch. If you look closely. Oh wait, maybe we can now produce the Kabuki warrior. The question is how. How do we produce the Kabuki warrior? So much to explore. It's a bit overwhelming. I guess we are getting to the more advanced parts of the campaign. Keep. What's that? Requires town square. Blah 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 blah. Town square is already been built. Well, I think that's useless, pretty much. But how do we turn the dragon warrior into Kabuki warrior? Maybe here? The tutorial said we should experiment. Let's see here. Maybe what's that? No, samurai. This is getting better and better. This is certainly getting better and better. Samurai.
Forward.
I didn't know we could produce that unit. Maybe that's why it was so difficult to reach
I follow your lead. I walk your path.
the enemy's base last time. Was samurai. Tempered steel, alright, it looks menacing.
Yes, Lord.
I follow your lead.
Well, samurais were revered in Japan, I guess, so it must be a powerful unit. Another flaw of this game is that you don't have the exact amount of hit points that your units have. We can verify that, especially
Yes, sir.
when Liquid Entertainment in the Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring,
Yes.
included that feature. You can see the hit points.
Yes.
Alright, so we can produce samurais. This mistake that I did, not knowing that you could produce samurais, reminds me that back in the day we had, I don't know if you remember, we had game guides for all of these games, because a lot of things weren't originally explained in the tutorial, and they weren't originally explained in the campaign, for that matter. You had a very thick, usually, game guide for all of these things. So we can well, they are, well, they are extremely powerful. I should have gone for samurai last mission. Extremely powerful. The three of them killed everyone. Yeah, we just need more samurais. Actually, I'll go for... Alright, right, we ran out of rice. They cost a lot. They cost a lot to produce. Oh, interesting. We get a new toy, gentlemen. Samurai. And we need to make... Yeah, I know. We've hit population cap as well. What are you doing? Come on. Let's leave only... And 3 of you will replenish that. We need 1 and 2 healers then.
Our rice has run out.
Damn.
Moving.
Those guys are powerful. That's for sure. What would happen if I send the Dragon Warrior to some other building? Let's say the fireworks factory. Let's experiment a bit. Because if not, then during the last missions of the... Well, nothing happens. Dragon Warrior. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. It doesn't... Wait. Flaming Sword. Sword burns with fire to effectively damage buildings. It turns them into siege units. Wow. I didn't expect that. It turns the Dragon Warriors into siege units. But it costs a bit, apparently. Yeah, I don't know the cost of unit production. That would have been cool to add it, at least in the Zen edition of the game, released on 2019. Alright, so we can turn the Dragon Warriors into siege units as well. So some of you will get that flaming sword, and some of you will turn into samurais. And we lost the hero units. Can we recover them? Yeah, we could if we had the required amount of rice. Damn. Of course, these can attack, can fight in both ranged and melee. 3 healers. Let's bring more healers just in case. But yeah, siege unit. I fear that the siege units will turn useless at this point. You know, because we can turn the Dragon Warriors into Flaming Sword Dragon Warriors. Alright. Done and done. Now I wonder, yet another thing. Can we turn the samurai into Flaming Sword Samurai?
Yes, Lord.
Oh boy. Oh boy. No. It's another effect. Dragon Skin. The samurai takes no damage from missile weapons. Immunity to ranged attacks. Continually drains stamina. Alright. It's an active ability.
For the dragon.
Boy. That was
Yes, master.
unexpected. I didn't expect the game to have such complexity. But this is the beauty of this game. The beauty of Liquid's Entertainment gameplay system. I didn't expect to find such innovation in this game. I didn't expect it. That's for sure. It has surprised me. Well, it's been enough. I know, gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm so boring. I know I'm boring. Exploring all of these things.
Yes, Lord.
I'm way too boring. I know it. Let's go for the base. Let's go for the base with the samurais. But it's my passion. I feel compelled to analyze every small detail of these games. But yeah, sorry, I get carried away a bit. I know it can be a bit boring to watch out all of that base building.
The servant obeys.
Let's go for their base. Let's go for their base. Let's march so we've already lost enough stamina.
Yes, Lord.
Let's stay there. They will have to come from that direction. We have 5 young. Could we use it? Yeah, we can. I forgot. Oh yeah. Right, you can't queue up
I follow the dragon.
actions. Alright.
Yes.
The rice field is depleted. Let's assign those 2 guys to replenish it. Let's see. Ah, they came to us. Let's try the dragon skin. Well. Don't let them escape. What? Oh. God damn it. God damn it. They are going for our base. They are going for our base. God damn it, the AI is it's extremely intelligent. I can't believe it. Will we make it in time? I hope so. Where did those guys come from? They must have a 3rd base, because we already take out 1 here. Look at that, the artificial intelligence for this game on 2001 is better than most modern games. It detected that I was attacking the base and it launched an attack on mine, and it effectively forced me to retreat. This is the quality I refer to that we have been losing, gentlemen. These small details
Yes, Master.
are so important. So important. Imagine if open world games had this artificial intelligence. Last month I finished Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. Then I will go ahead and play Middle-earth Shadow of War. And yeah, the artificial intelligence was so damn. I am sure you can relate to that. The stealth system in a lot of modern games is plain awful. In the Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring, it was an excellent game in my opinion, but the stealth system, the orcs were stupid, plain and simple. They were so stupid that you could win the whole game without ever being noticed. I should learn from my mistakes. I'll assign these 2 guys to those 2 watchtowers, because I actually built the watchtowers and I didn't send the archers.
For the dragon, the servant obeys. Yes.
But yeah. Excellent artificial intelligence. Excellent artificial intelligence. Excellent. The CPU effectively detected that I was going to destroy their base. Notice that I couldn't even reach it. They were already... The CPU was already launching an attack. Let's see here. Where did they come from? We could get those horses and create some mounted units. Alright.
I follow the dragon.
Yeah, I forgot we could... that they are automatically sent to the opposite build. There they are. There they are. It's probably the second base. Let's hope they don't attack our base. They don't have the troops. In this game, rebuilding the base is fast, but producing the troops is actually slower. Because you have to get the worker unit, turn into a spearman, then turn it into dragon warrior and all of that. You can't Zerg in this game. Or at least it's difficult to do so. Alright, let's get a second samurai. There we go. Alright, that looks like a worker unit. Let's see. But they couldn't have attacked me. Oh. God. No. The AI waits for me to attack their base. Incredible. Consider again that this artificial intelligence is from 2001. 2001. And it's brilliant. Notice, it's also trying to rebuild, attacking my base, all at the same time. Let's send some troops over there then. No, run. All at the same time. Trying to rebuild here, defending their base as they can, because we have an advantage. No, don't stop now. Damn. Come on, run. Oh, damn it. They are going for our race, and I didn't save. Alright, I did save. Ah, don't worry, I saved. I love how the AI attacks your base when you... The second you try to destroy theirs. Brilliant. The AI is better than that of the Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring. Why? Because in that game you could see it, you could watch the whole stream. Once we ran out of resources, the AI didn't rebuild, didn't do anything. This game is actively forcing me to spread my troops and control the whole battlefield. Let's leave some guys over here, because they will try to rebuild. We have those two guys, and then we have the samurai over here. They almost breached my base, actually. Alright. I love the game had a difficulty spike. You can check out yesterday's VOD, gentlemen. It was so easy, but this time around, it's excellent. The AI evolved. I don't know. Alright. Our economy has been destroyed. But they lost mostly 2 bases or 1 large base. Should we finish them off? There they are trying to rebuild. Alright. Now we'll do this. And I will keep this over here, at least until we can rebuild the watchtowers. Because they saved the whole situation. Alright. Now, yeah, right. Let's repair that. Yeah. We totally ran out of rice. Let's construct a drop-off point over here. What? Oh, damn. Alright, alright. They are rebuilding. So the AI detected that I split my forces as well.
I follow the dragon.
And I have no rice. God damn it. They are trying to rebuild. We need to go straight for samurai. This time. We need to go straight for samurai, gentlemen. It will not be enough. So, first let's send the villagers over here, the peasants over here. So they can go over here, and then once they are dragon warriors, they will go over here. We need to improve our units. Did they destroyed the bathhouse. They destroyed the bathhouse. I'm impressed with this game's artificial intelligence.
Right.
Really impressed.
Yes.
You know, 15 out of 30. We are pretty much in danger right now. And the samurai will be over here. We'll go full samurai this time. If I hadn't discovered the samurai, actually, we would have lost long ago.
Yes, Lord. For the dragon.
Alright.
All right.
Healers at once, more healers. Now, water, right. Let's see here. Again, sorry if this part is a bit boring, but it's essential to understand the RTS genre. Essential. Now, also they were about to raise my base.
Okay.
The game has an excellent pace, that's for sure. Such an excellent pace. No.
Yes, sir.
No. We'll continuously go for samurais. Which is, yeah, this is the peasant hut which is producing the... There. But they didn't send all of their units. Interesting. So interesting.
Yes, master.
Right.
I follow the dragon.
We haven't hit
Yes, sir.
any cap at all. Alright, I think this hut is the one producing the peasants.
Yes.
Right. The watchtowers. They saved me twice now. 1, 2. See, this is the flaw. I can't measure the amount of terrain that is going to be. Let's go for dragon skin. Oh boy, I hope they win. They wiped my samurais. God damn it. I'm astonished. The AI successfully countered the samurai build. There's only one chance then. Let's get these guys out of there. Too late. Come on, run. Run, retreat. Run for your lives. They didn't obey. This is getting bad. This is getting bad.
Yes, Lord.
We had a bit of a difficulty spike. Even greater than the last one. This is the second time the AI managed to wipe me. I mean, repeatedly on each mission. You can check out yesterday's board, and we finished 4 or 5 missions without any kind of problem. All right.
I'm off.
And I produced the strongest unit apparently.
Yes.
Wait, we'll send the samurais over here so they can get the dragon skin upgrade. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, Lord.
You as well. We're running out of rice.
Yes, sir.
We need the watchtowers, I know. We need the watchtowers, but we don't have enough rice. We don't have enough peasants. Oh wait. It's been another hour and a half. Interestingly. The game exponentially got better. The difficulty certainly did. Let's get one more samurai. Let's go for another hut. We need to be fast.
Yes, master.
We need to be quickly.
Yes, sir. Right. Yes.
More samurais. It's the only way we are surviving the next assault. Alright. I wish I had this game's thick guide. I assume it had a thick guide back in the day. It must have had a thick guide. Oh, I'm a knob. I had 10 yang and I didn't improve the samurai's health. I am ashamed of myself. I forgot. I was so distracted by the fact that we could produce samurais now. Let's restore the water production. There they are. Did we get... Yeah, we got the health improvement. Yeah. We'll go for full samurai at this point. The thing is that the AI is rebuilding their base. The second base. I shouldn't have attacked so soon the first time. But yeah, this is the way we learn, gentlemen. This is the way we learn. Let's assign one... Yeah, I forgot. One peasant to replenish the rice fields. And then future peasants will go straight over there. Alright. Now that we're on the brink of... they destroyed the bathhouse. Right, over here. I hope that wasn't the peasant that is in charge of replenishing the rice fields. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. What? I got careless, gentlemen. I got cocky. I thought the samurais were gods. They aren't. Liquid Entertainment balances, or used to balance, now that they are extinct, their games in such a masterful way. Let's go for another healer. The weather is dynamic. Notice that it had stopped previously, and now it's back. Alright, it's over here. Alright, so every time I produce a peasant, it should go straight to the dojo. What's going on? Also, I hate not having hotkeys. There we go. Alright. Say here. 2 healers. I didn't repair that. Alright, there we go. So, this is the hut that is producing the peasant. So, anytime it produces a peasant, it will go through here, then it will go through here, then it will go... The spearman will go to the target range, shooting range, whatever you want to call it. Then it will go here, and then they will go here for the dragon skin upgrade. Alright, we need to have a continuous stream of samurai if we are to destroy their bases. Even if they don't deal so much damage to the enemy's buildings. There you go, run. Alright, continuous production, alright. I'm not sure if we'll be able to finish this one today, gentlemen. I didn't expect to find so much resistance. But I'm certainly having a blast, that's for sure. That's what's important at the end of the day. The AI is getting more and more aggressive. Alright, there we go. Alright. They killed one samurai? No, he was praying, doing whatever honorable warriors do. Alright. Production seems to be stable. And we are getting a continuous stream of samurais. Such a beauty, such a beauty. It's a shame that these games don't get the recognition they deserve. I'll never get tired of repeating it. These games deserved so much more. The RTS genre deserved so much more. So underrated, so forgotten, killed, mercilessly killed. Mercilessly killed by the MOBA genre. Why should we choose between the two? Why should we choose between the two? Both are great genres. But yeah, Defense of the Ancients 1 was the end of this genre. That's for sure. to the point that Blizzard regretted losing the license to Bulb
Yes, master. Yes,
for that map. Such a shame. So much wasted potential. Alright.
Yes, sir.
More healers. We have 3. Now what else can we improve before we attack? We'll be able to attack. Maybe we will be able to finish it tonight. I'm not sure because they have 2 bases and they will try to rebuild. Maybe we could go for their main base. But this time I've learned my lesson. Alright. There we go. Nice. A slight flaw. Again, I repeat. The fact that you don't have any visual evidence that you are queuing up constructions. The construction of a second building, sorry. Or anything. There we go. It's only created after
Yes, sir.
the first one is finished. Let's get one more archer. Oh, what did they do to my samurai? Why is he spilling blood? Randomly? Alright. Alright, we have a problem. We need to directly send
Yes.
peasants
Yes, sir.
to get up. No. What's that? Powder cannoneer. Oh wait, we can produce those
Focused and steady.
by sending archers instead of dragon warriors.
On target.
Alright. We discovered yet another combination. Sorry. You know, being an English teacher makes me being an obsessed guy over time tenses. Alright, so we have access to the powder keg. And ours... Why did you suicide, my boy? Why did you suicide, my boy? Why? Why did you suicide? Also, there are no stand ground stands in this game. You don't have stances, sorry. You can't select any stance. It was 2001. After all,
Yes.
we can't go for a third. Oh, look at that. We can't go for a 4th watchtower due to the fact that we haven't constructed a keep up until now. We're here.
It shall be.
Alright, so there's a limit to the amount of watchtowers you can build with the town square. Alright. Gentlemen, it's been almost 4 hours. I didn't expect the game to be so difficult. We'll try a final attack. And we'll have to continue tomorrow. I need to get to some translations that I need to have ready for tomorrow. But first, we'll... Alright, they were hiding. And you can't see their units while hidden in this forest. Let's see if there are more of them. Yeah, there are. They are killing me, actually. They are killing my units. Well, I feel much safer with those 3 guys over there. Also, as soon as I lose any units over here, the peasant hat will automatically produce more samurai. At least up until I deplete the resources I have available. So, immunity to ranged attacks is up, although that drains stamina. Alright, that's enough. Yeah, imagine that. Alright, let's go for their main base this time. Let's cut the serpent's head first, then. We killed their units, so we shouldn't be attacked anytime soon. So let's head for the final battle. At least of this scenario. Do we have any healers? One. What happened to our healers? Only one healer, and it doesn't have the upgrades. God damn it. What happened to the healers? They must have died. No, I can't leave the base undefended. I learned that the hard way.
Yes, Lord. Yes. The servant obeys. Yes, Lord. Yes, Master. For the dragon.
Nice.
Yes, Master. Yes, Lord.
Alright.
For the dragon. Yes. Moving. Yes. Moving.
Let's go for it. Let's continue.
Come out of there, you.
Oh.
I'm alone.
Don't move.
I won't, but I'm afraid I can't speak for myself.
Alright, they're attacking. They're about. Don't tell me they are going to attack from the west. Yeah, they don't have enough troops. Or they do, I guess. Oh boy. Yeah, well, gentlemen. Let's send some samurai over there. Yep. Let's see. I don't think we can repel that attack. Alright. Tell you what. We'll see what we can do about this tomorrow. We could destroy their base, but they're about to destroy ours. Alright. The AI is quite intelligent. I'll grant it that. Gentlemen, it's been almost 4 hours. The game is great. I quite enjoyed it. But we'll continue tomorrow. In the case that you are watching this as a VOD, we will resume from this. No, we will not save. But we'll resume from this exact spot. Maybe I can play something offline to control the situation a bit more. In case you're watching the VOD on YouTube, it's the next VOD. And also thanks to anyone who has taken the time to watch my stream and care for the RTS genre. It's been almost 4 hours. Please understand that I am a bit tired, and they attacked our base again. And even if we could destroy theirs, they are still destroying our base. Let's see if we can save it tomorrow, gentlemen. Thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to Mr. Carl Martin, EBL 2008, as well as Juden, again, for following the channel and supporting the real-time strategy genre that is so beleaguered. And from the bottom of my heart, thanks for watching my stream, gentlemen. Have a good night and see you tomorrow for more real-time strategy action. Thanks for watching.